Good evening, everyone. My name is Hans Gabriel Quevedo, and welcome to Stories to Tell Your Girlfriend. As you can see, I changed my background and I switched tables because there have been some physical issues happening to my current table right now, which is being fixed. Don't worry about it. We're going to go back there for all time's sake. So, I skipped the intro because I have time to prepare for this video. And yeah, before we dive into the episode, let us first talk about the news for today. So, I am an FPS gamer, a first person shooter gamer. I have played Rainbow Six Siege, Valorant, and a few others like Halo, COD, Call of Duty, So, CSGO is a big part of my life. It is an esport which I have followed very, very thoroughly. So, back in CSGO 1.6, there is this player called Hunden. Hunden, Hunden. He was a legendary player known for his tactical prowess and very good understanding of the game. So in CSGO, when he transitioned esports, he was acquired as the coach for Team Heroic, a Danish organization which has been the leading a leading team during the online era because of the pandemic. So they won these competitions here and there, made good runs in a few events, and they were known as the second best team in the world during the online era, just next to Gambit Esports. So Honden, he's a very renowned player. He's a very renowned person. So when the news broke out that Heroic, the organization that owns him, is suing him for leaking strategies of the team to other teams, is very shocking to me personally, and also very shocking to the scene because Hunden, a very prestigious name in the CS:GO Counter-Strike global offensive scene, a very renowned and respected name, is being sued for leaking tactics and strategies of his team to other teams. The beneficiaries are unknown. We don't know who the teams are, but there have been doubts on Hunden because in the past event in IAM Cologne and other events, Heroic have agreed not to play with him as the coach. He was instead benched, and their psychological and physical sport coach has been replacing him in the past few events. So this is very shocking because if a person in his name can do that, what else can other people who don't have as much integrity as him can do? It's very scary for the scene. As you know, CS:GO has been declining uh, for a few months now because of the new esports Valorant, and I'm very worried that things like these will worsen the situation of the current CS:GO meta, or the power of the scene. So yeah, I'm just very shocked that this happened. Huge respect for Heroic. So yeah, let's dive on to our stories for today. So our first story comes from Hyper Obscura, posted 1 year ago, earned many awards, and let's start. Movie night. Movie nights, man. There's something special about them, Magical. Sharing an experience with someone you really care about. Moments to remember. Doesn't matter if the movie is shitty or the acting is bad, or if there's plot holes all over. In the end, it's all about the people you're with. Man, you gotta watch this part. You'll love this, I say. Popcorn flying all over as I flame my arms around excitedly. Yes, I am one of those people. Freddy doesn't seem to mind. Most people hate it when I talk too much or when I get a little too animated, but Freddy really gets me. You know? He knows I mean nothing by it. He doesn't even wince. Old Freddy, what a champ. Did you see that? I punch him playfully in the shoulder. Freddy and I go way back. Old pals, you know. It's Freddy, right? Yeah, it has to be. He's got that face. Fred, Freddy, Frederick, the F train. A little on the a little on the shy side, old Freddy. Doesn't talk much. That's alright. Though, Freddy, I can do the talking. Freddy, Freddy, I say, stuffing my face with another fistful of popcorn. This is one hell of a movie, man. He'd never admit it, but he loves it. I can tell. He doesn't want to love it, but he does. That's Freddy for you. Don't let that dead old eyes fool you. He's a barrel of emotions, that one. Real softy, when push comes to shove. Look at him, shaking all leaf like. Oh, he's feeling alright. Oh man, that's my favorite part, I nudge him. Remember this part, Freddy? Sure he does. He saw it live not an hour ago. I could tell already that he'd love the director's cut. See? I told you. I leaned forward to get a better angle. I fucked up when I cut her throat. There's not enough blood. That's why I had to do a second take. Freddy cheers me on by wailing hysterically. We're all different, Freddy. We all show excitement in different ways. I mean, your wife? That was smooth. I note with professional interest. She bled out in seconds. She didn't fight back like your daughter, just calmly accepted it. Respect. He's rocking back and forth in couch wildly. I guess the rope will hold a little longer. Soon at the end credits now. Freddy is such a stand-up fellow. He doesn't want me to leave, I can tell. I know Freddy. We go way back. Alright, I say, rewinding the tape. Just one more time, yeah? Yeah. What is this? The 10th viewing? You must really dig this movie, Freddy. Can't say I blame you though. It's a true masterpiece. Movie nights, man. There's something special about movie nights. Whoa. Yo, I thought at the very beginning, I thought Freddy was dead because he wasn't moving. Then Freddy was tied up to a chair and her wife and daughter are being murdered in the video he's watching. That's fucked up. That's a really good story. The 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 morbidity of the scenes and the shocking revelation of the plot is very good. It's a very smart, very good story. I like it. Upvote, upvote, upvote. So this new system called upvote or downvote is when we judge stories if they're good or not. So yeah, leave a like and comment down below if the story is an upvote or a downvote, okay? Okay, for our next story is by Long Story Short. A wrong number saved me from taking my life. I had meant to call up my relative yesterday night to ask for some cash so that I can travel back to my hometown. I was convinced that the city was cursed. I came to the big city with my guitar and my 5-year-old daughter in hopes of a big break and a better life for my little girl. You're gonna rule the world someday, I used to tell her. I even aptly named her Reina, derived from the Spanish word for queen. That was 2 years ago. My big break was just an upgrade from the store clerk to food delivery. It did not matter how odd the job was, as everything I did was to ensure that Reina had a roof above her head and food on her plate. We were celebrating her turning 7 yesterday as I took her around her favorite places in the city. The accident happened in the split second that I let go of her hand to take a call. The driver was intoxicated and filthy rich because he did not bother to stop his car. There was so much blood as I held her head. The same night, I held my phone in one hand and a bottle of pills in the other. I was going to hang up, having dialed incorrectly, but she insisted I keep talking. She said she was waiting for an adventure to happen that night, and that this call could be the beginning of one. I told her I did not have any intention to entertain her. You sound sad, she spoke. I am sad. It was the craziest thing, but I ended up pouring out every detail of my story to her in the next 15 minutes. It felt strangely cathartic. What's your daughter's name? She asked. Reina. What a coincidence. Mine too. I let out a hysterical laugh. I did not know why, but even if she was lying to make me feel better for that moment, it worked. My baby girl was my everything. My voice came out in sobs. Clutching the bottle of pills, I spoke. There is so much pain inside of me. I don't think I can live with it. Then don't, Reina stated. When you shared your pain with others, you wouldn't have to handle the sorrow all by yourself. We didn't speak much after that and I hung up. I went to work as normal today, delivering over 20 different orders to various people. As I reached home, the bottle of pills was now empty. I have crushed two of them into every one of those orders that I delivered the entire day. Tomorrow, several families would know the sorrow of losing a loved one. Reina was right. Sharing my pain did make me feel a little less lonely. Oh shit. He is a mass murderer. Damn. That's a very good plot twist. Upvote. Upvote. So, before we dive into our next two stories, I'm going to. How do you say this? I'm going to give you an intermission because I'm going to have to release the Kraken on my butt. Okay? Just give me a few minutes. It shouldn't take that long, okay? So, yeah, I'm going to play some music. You gotta chill. You gotta chill. Okay. Let's have the intermission right now. So, my recording was glitching out. I bet you're going to hear some horrific noises. Are you very sorry? Oh god, this is gonna suck. That was a bad intermission. Not only did you hear like some fucking demonic voices, but I had a bad I had a bad shit. I had a bad stomach. So yeah, let's continue on with this story. Let's get this over with. This is going to be, oh man, production is fucking trash right now. I'm very sorry, guys. Let's see. Oh god, a few minutes ago I lost like 47 frames. Shit. So yeah, let's continue with our third story. It's written by user that other dude 1817. Choose your death at gmail.com. There's an email address that lets you decide how you want to die. Nobody knows how it works. Nobody knows why it's there. But it's there. It works simply. All you have to do is send how you wish to die, and your wish will be granted within 5 days. You don't need to be specific. You don't need to put in anything and extra. You don't even need to put your info. They know. And once you send it, there's no turning back. Did you wish to die from a stabbing? Did you wish to die a hero? Did you wish to die from something inappropriate? Your wish will be granted. People die in their own beds from a hooded figure stabbing them to death. People die saving others from fires. People die doing something inappropriate. People die. I want to die too. I desperately want it to end. Life is impossible for me to continue to go through, and I don't want to live in it anymore. But I'm too much of a coward for suicide, so I went for a better option. I didn't want to die painfully, and I didn't want anyone to mourn over my death. All I wanted was to leave this world peacefully and let everyone else who used to be in my life live their own wondrous lives. So I raised my fingers over the keyboard and typed, I want to die painlessly, not not have anyone weep over my death. 1 day passed, and I was still alive. 2 days passed, and I was still alive. 3 days passed, and I was still alive. 4 days passed, and I was still alive. The fifth day was the day of the party. I came over to my brother's house along with most of my family. Today was the day of his party. Everyone else was singing and laughing, and yet I was sitting in the corner on my phone. I should have known it was a scam. I should have known it was a fake. I just wanted to die painlessly, not have anyone suffer over me. So why wouldn't it happen? Why wouldn't I die? Then I got the notification, and I went pale, realizing my wish came true. You don't need to put any info in your email. You don't need to put any extra details in your email. And you don't need to be specific in your email. But God, I wish I was more specific. I looked up at my family, enjoying themselves and completely unaware of what was about to hit them, as the words ballistic missile burned into my mind. that that ending was very fucking sudden. Ballistic missile. Wow, like pew, phew. I mean, it's a good story about the lesson, like be careful what you wish for, and yeah, that's a good reflection of what could have happened if you don't be specific with what you wish for. And yeah, that was an upvote for me. A slight vote. So let's move on to our final story by. Oh, what? It's the same creator of the movie night. It's posted by Hyper Obscura. Oh, he's getting a double mention, double mention. He's a good writer. Time Machine. If anyone finds this letter, I have gone back in time to find my mom. You don't have to look for me elsewhere, because you won't find me. I promise I am safe. I miss you all terribly, especially my best friend Maurice. But I will be back again with my mom when we find her. My dad has been working on the time machine for months, all day and all night. I sometimes speak to him before going to bed, and when I wake up, but most of the time, he's in the basement. At first, I was scared, because he'd always scream and throw things, but he told me he just gets angry because it is hard work, and that he is not angry with me. We're not doing so good when mom isn't here. That's why we have to go back and find her. I'm always hungry. Dad is always drinking. And I don't think he even has a job anymore. It's okay. Don't feel bad. We will go back in time and we will find her. I think it's the best time for us to go now. We're not supposed to live here anymore, according to the letter we got. Dad doesn't read the mail anymore. But I sometimes read some of the letters, even though I don't always understand all of it. There's a lot of numbers and words like final notice, which I don't know what that means, but it sounds serious. But we don't have to worry anymore. That's what I'm saying. We're going to find her. 100% true. And then we'll come back and everything's going to be okay. Dad doesn't lie. He's never lied to me before, so it's true. I know it is. He showed me the time machine yesterday. It's so shiny. It fits all three of us, and it's really comfy and warm. He's getting it ready as I'm writing this, so I better hurry up and go now. There are things we must do before we go, you see. It's because we can't normally travel through time, so we have to prepare our bodies. I just swallowed the pills he gave me. Therefore, temporal sickness, as he said. I had to swallow 9 of them, since I'm 9 years old. My dad swallowed lots more. Then we all have to do is lay down in the time machine, and suddenly we'll find mom again, and she won't be dead anymore. Isn't that the best? Just have to close my eyes, and everything will be like it was before. I'm getting very sleepy. I think I have to go now. I hope you find this letter, Maurice. Don't be sad. I'll be back soon. Love, Sophia. Why? Why is... Dude, Obscura is a very good writer. He's really good with the plot twists. Oh, the reveal at the end when they were just going to kill themselves so that they can see mom again. Yeah, that's fucking heartbreaking, man. That's a fucking upvote. That's a double upvote for... What's his name? What's your name, Mr. Hyper Obscura? So that wraps up for today's episode, guys. No intro, but still we're past 23 minutes and holy crap. I'm cute. My girlfriend's cute. So yeah, next episode we're gonna switch up. We're gonna switch things up a bit, try different things. But don't stop loving your girlfriend. I won't stop loving my girlfriend. I'm going only to stop loving her because she's going to be my wife and I'm going to love my wife, not my girlfriend. But she's my wife, okay? So, yeah. Next episode, guys. I'll see you the other day after tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully we get some lo-fi done, get some music done. So yeah, subscribe, like, follow my shiz. I don't have an Instagram, I don't have a Facebook. Yeah. Fuck y'all. Except my girlfriend.